Okay, so good morning. I hope you are planning on joining me for yoga this morning. And hopefully, you're already rolling out your yoga mat. Maybe you've got a couple of yoga blocks nearby, a glass of water that's accessible, and just settle in with me for this next hour. We're going to do some movement today. We're going to move some energy, but as I said in the description, it's not going to be power yoga by any stretch of the imagination. So this should be accessible to you, and I, as always, will show you lots of modifications so that you can make this practice work for you. And remember, you can take breaks in child's pose as often as you need to. I promise you, if you stick around till the end, you'll be so glad that you did when you're hanging out in Shavasana and I'm talking you into a nice, deep, guided relaxation. So let's get started. We're going to start on the mat in child's pose. So feet together, knees wide. And coming down onto your forearms, let your elbows be out nice and wide, shoulders relaxed. And just take a few moments to get settled here and to turn your focus inward and start cultivating a nice, deep, rich, full body breath. Make sure that you're breathing deep into your belly, letting the breath expand all the way up into your rib cage and all the way up into your chest and upper back, your neck and throat. And as you exhale, exhale from the top down, emptying completely as you pull your navel in toward your spine. So really let go on that out breath. Recognize that your in-breath is only as good as your last out-breath. So as you breathe out, make sure that you give yourself permission to fully let go. And then as you breathe in, feel yourself filling up and expanding with this fresh breath energy. And as you relax here, take a few more deep breaths and allow some space to be created between your thoughts. Let's quiet the mind a bit. Let some space open up between your thoughts. And take a moment to feel the ground beneath you. Allow yourself to get grounded. Feel your connection with Mother Earth. Good. And on your next in-breath, let's come up onto all fours into table and start to warm up and loosen up the spine. So with your next in-breath, let your heart and your navel drop down. Lift both ends of your spine, getting a nice stretch into your belly. And then as you exhale, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, lift and round your back, pulling your navel in toward your spine. Inhaling, arching your back, pressing your hands down and gently pulling them toward you. Feel yourself getting a deeper stretch in your belly. And then as you exhale and round your back, press your hands down and forward very gently, very subtly to help you get a deeper stretch in your back. And keep moving with the breath, inhaling up, exhale, rounding, inhale up, exhale, round. Inhaling up. And then come back to a neutral spine and extend your left leg straight back. Spread the toes, really activate your leg, and stabilize your hip joint by kind of pulling that hip forward, in and up, so that you're really creating some strength and stability in your hip. And then extend your right arm, hug that right shoulder in. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, round your back, pull the navel in towards your spine, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Inhale, lengthen, and lower. Take a moment. See if you can feel any difference between the two sides of your body. Just notice. And then extend your right leg. Activate that leg again, stabilize the hip. Extend that left arm, so right leg is extended, left arm is extended. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Inhale, lengthen, and slowly lower. And let's walk the hands forward a good hand's length, spreading the fingers, pressing the hands down and forward. Let's curl the toes under and come into a bent knee, downward facing dog. So, stretching those hips back and up as you press those hands down and forward. And then draw your shoulders down away from your ears toward your waist. Slowly shake your head no. Nudge your head yes. And then press into your right heel. Breathing consistently, steadily. Pressing into your left heel. And into your right heel. And into your left heel. Pressing into one heel at a time. Feel things starting to warm up and loosen up, building some heat and energy in the body. Good, and then stretching both legs, pressing into both heels, bending your knees again as needed. Inhale, lift your heels, shift forward so that your shoulders stack over your wrists. Press the ground away from you and lift up out of your shoulders. Activate your core. So I've done lots of research on the absolute best core strengtheners and core workouts, and everyone talks about plank. This is the best thing you can do as a full body strengthener, but it's not everybody's favorite. So breathing into this, just check in with how much you love this and see if it's possible to love it even more when you tap into what it's doing for you on an inner strength basis, right? Okay, let's press the hips back and up, down dog. Inhale forward. Remember, you can come into child's pose. You can lower your knees, whatever you need to do here. Bring the feet closer together and then lift your left leg. Roll the foot around, loosen up your ankle. Roll the foot in the other direction. And lower. Lift your right leg. Keep breathing. Let the breath get you through it. Good. And lower. Press the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And then as you soften into the left heel, lift your right leg back and up. Press into both heels here. Inhale, deep breath. As you exhale, lift that left heel, shift forward, bring your knee to your nose, shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, extend that right leg up and back. Exhale, round, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, round, hover here, look straight down between your hands and step your right foot forward. Even if you have to help it forward, slowly come all the way up into a nice high lunge and breathe into this. Feel some energy finding its way up into your hips. Nice deep breath. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears toward your waist. Keep that back leg active. You can always lower that back knee if you need to. Left hand on the mat or on a block. Inhale, let's reach that right arm up, introducing our first twist of the practice. So ease into this. Then you can aim to straighten that right leg. Just notice how that changes things for you. Exhale, bend that right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then lower the right hand to the mat. Turn and plant the back foot. And let's come up into Warrior One. So take a moment, get stable and grounded through the feet. Square the hips and shoulders to face forward. There shouldn't be any discomfort in that back knee if that back foot is turned in enough, significantly. So square the hips and shoulders stack over the hips. Inhale, arms up, exhale, shoulders down, bend your right knee toward 90 degrees. Keep both legs super active. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good. Let's lower, place the hands. Lift that back heel. Right foot steps back, downward facing dog. This might be a good time to take a break in child's pose if you need to. Now check in with your shoulders. Are they bunched up by your ears, or is it possible to slide them down your back toward your waist and broaden them at the same time? Good. Now stepping the right foot closer to the left foot. Extend that left leg back and up on your in-breath, pressing into both heels. Exhale, lift that right heel, shift forward, bring your knee to your nose, pull your navel in toward your spine. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, round. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, round. Look forward between your hands and step that left foot forward. And coming into this high lunge, draw the shoulders down away from your ears. Nice, long, healthy neck. Free up your neck. So it is said that women statistically tend to hold their tension in their neck, whereas for men it tends to be more low back stuff. But everybody's different, of course. But just kind of check in with yourself and see how free you're willing to let yourself be in your neck. This is also good for the lower back because you're opening up the hips, and so it's all connected, it's all related. Remember, you can lower that back knee if you need to. Just feeling the opening in the hips. And then with your right hand on the mat or on a block, inhale, let's reach the left arm up, coming into our first twist on this side. Breathe into it. Inhale, straighten that left leg as best you can, doing your best, letting that be enough. Exhale, bend that left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Make sure you're lifting up out of that right shoulder and not sinking down into it. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then lower, place your hands on the mat. Turn and plant the back foot and start to build your warrior one. So stack it from the ground up. Take a minute to feel stable through the feet. I always like to lift my toes and ground through all four corners of both feet. Then bring the awareness up into your legs. Activate your legs. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Shoulders stack over your hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, shoulders drop. Bend that left knee toward 90 degrees. Super powerful, active legs. So this is a warrior pose, right? We're not just floating around all fairy-like. This is powerful, strength-building, endurance-building warrior energy. So tap into that. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Good. Breathing here. And on your next out breath, lower your hands to the mat. On your next big in breath, your left foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Take a moment here, move around inside of it. Feel how much warmer and how much more open your body is. Inhale, lift your heels, shifting forward into a high plank. Press the ground away from you, lift up out of your shoulders. Breathe. Inhale, deep breath in. Remember, you can lower your knees here if you need to. Maybe this is what you work with a modified plank. And if you want more, bring your right knee to your right elbow, slide it down to your wrist and back up. Extend your right leg as you inhale. Exhale, other side, sliding down and up. Extend that left leg, right side, left side, right side, and left side. Good. Press the hips back and up. Good. Check in with yourself. Check in with your shoulders. Again, are they bunched up by your ears? Can you gently draw them down your back towards your waist and broaden them? Free up your neck. And as you're pressing your hands down and forward, stretch your hips up and back. And maybe sway your hips from side to side. Wag your tail here. Good. And now let's lower onto the knees. Feet together, knees wide. Come into child's pose. Let's take several breaths here to reconnect with the breath and notice how we feel. Let's let everything integrate, everything we've done so far. Getting your hips as close to your heels as possible. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Let your neck be relaxed as your forehead rests on your hands or on a block, if that's what it takes. Breathe. Good. Inhale, let's come back into table. Take a moment as you exhale, really pressing the ground away from you. And on your next in-breath, reach the right arm up, spread your fingers, and then let's roll that arm around, loosen up your shoulder even more, and then move it in the other direction. Nice, big, wide, sweeping movements. And on your next out breath, thread the needle. Pass the right arm through your left,
Pressing into your left hand, reaching into your right hand. Breathing here. Feeling the twist through the thoracic spine, so the middle and upper back, into your shoulders, into your neck. You can stay here, or bending that right elbow, maybe you're able to bring your palms together in prayer and maybe bring your thumbs to your sternum, or get them as close as you can. So whatever you're able to do here, breathe into it, honor your body, no force or aggression ever in yoga, right? Honor and respect your body, respect your edge, breathe into it. I like to think of yoga as an exploration of my own body and a deepening of my relationship with myself and with my body. So why would I want to be abusive, right? Why not be gentle and kind and inquisitive? Good. And then releasing your arms, pressing your left hand into the mat. On a big in-breath, slowly reach that right arm up. Spread your fingers, reaching, lifting, expanding, lots of space here. And then exhale, lower your right hand to the mat. Take a moment. Notice the difference between the two sides of your body. So that upper right quadrant of your body probably feels significantly different from the left side. So let's balance things out. So nice foundation through that right hand. As you inhale, reach your left arm up. Spread the fingers again, lots of space. Try not to sink into that bottom shoulder, lift up out of it. And lots of space across your chest, space between your shoulders and your ears. As you exhale, thread the needle. Pressing into the right hand, reaching into your left hand. You're in complete control here. You decide what your body is up for today. And I recommend that you do that by practicing some deep listening. Never ignore the subtle sensations your body is sending you. That's when we get into trouble. Okay, and you can bend the elbows, palms together in prayer position, thumbs at your sternum, if that's accessible to you. Make this practice work for you. Good. Inhale, slowly release. Pressing the right hand into the mat. Inhale, reach that left arm up. Spread your fingers again. Lots of space here. And then exhale, lower your hand to the mat. Good. Let's come back into child's pose. Let's fully integrate that experience. Good. Coming back up onto all fours. Let's actually curl the toes under and come onto the balls of the feet. And take a moment here and really get grounded, get stable. Your fingertips can stay on the mat, or you can bring your hands together in prayer. So as you root down through the lower body, rise up through the midline of your body. Let the crown of your head reach and open toward the sky. Shoulders relaxed, strong core, deep breathing. Heart is open. Good. Now let's bring the hands to the mat. On your next in-breath, lift your hips, place your feet flat, fold forward, bending your knees as much as you need to here. Relaxing your neck once again. Just check in if there's any habitual holding that you do there. Just check in with yourself. Good. You can have blocks here if you need them under your hands. So if you have a set of blocks, feel free to use them, or just bend your knees as much as you need to. Good. And now as you shift onto that left leg, I'm going to move forward here. Shift onto your left leg and extend your right leg straight back. Hips are squared. Good. And you can stay right here, or you can work toward lifting your right leg higher and higher, coming into a standing split. And using your hands to help create some stability for you. As you grip the mat gently with the toes of that left foot, reach that right leg higher and higher. And imagine you're trying to touch the ceiling with the toes of that right foot. And you can walk your hands in closer to that left foot if you feel balanced enough. You can wrap that left arm behind that left leg, grabbing a hold of your ankle. And if you're really feeling balanced, you can grab a hold of that ankle with both hands. So that's if you want to bring some balance into this. The other option is to keep both hands on the mat and lift them for a breath. And then lower. And then lift. And then lower. Good. Slowly draw that right knee in. Lower, place the foot. Fold forward. Exploring here, breathing, moving with the breath. Let your body move with the breath. So we're not trying to keep the body rigid while we breathe, right? Let the body undulate and move and be moved by the breath. Shifting now onto that right leg, extend that left leg straight back. And again, you can stay here, you can use blocks, make this practice work for you, or you can start to lift that left leg higher and higher. So gripping the toes, gripping the mat with the toes of that right foot, lifting that left leg higher and higher. Just look right at your toes, right at the mat, straight down. Or you can look towards your shin. If you want to work your hands closer to your right foot, you can do that. Maybe the right hand comes behind that right ankle. Maybe both hands come to that right ankle. Now, the thing that's key here is press your feet actively away from each other. Those two motions are going to help you feel balanced. So root down through that right leg, lift up through that left leg, and maybe instead of both hands on your ankles, maybe you lift your hands for a breath or two. Ooh, just notice maybe one side is harder than the other. Just gain awareness. Okay, so let's back out of this. Draw that knee in, lower, place the foot, fold forward. And now let's relax into ragdoll. So knees are soft. Grab a hold of your elbows. Let your upper body succumb to gravity. And gently sway from side to side. Good. Release your arms. Let them be loose like noodles. And this is key. This is important. Keep your knees bent. Keep your chin tucked. And as you inhale, round all the way up. Pull your navel in and slowly stack one vertebra on top of another. And then roll your shoulders back and down. Stand tall, close your eyes, and breathe. And notice how you feel. And prepare for more balancing. So we've snuck in some balancing poses here. Working with this even more. Find your still point, something that's not moving, and focus your gaze. So focus your physical eyes, focus your third eye, so your vision on all levels. Full presence. When you're ready, gently shifting onto that Left leg, root down. Send those roots down and out that leg, out through the foot, deep into the earth. Root down and then rise up through the midline. Draw that left knee in and up. You can use your hand to grab a hold of your knee. Both hands grab a hold of your knee, hug it in close. And then you can grab a hold of your foot with your right hand and just kind of cradle your lower leg in your hands. And you can stay right here, or bend the right knee, lower the hips, let your ankle rest on that right thigh just above the knee, keeping both feet flexed. So this top foot is flexed. Hands together in prayer. And you're in control of how deep you go. So if you want a deeper hip opener here, you can go deeper. Just whatever you're feeling up for, breathing into this. So we're building strength and cultivating balance here and focus, right? Because being focused and present is what helps us to stay balanced. And that's true both on and off the mat. Okay, woo, slowly back out of that and shake it out. Roll out your shoulders. Good, come back to center. And when you're ready, shift to the other side. So root down through that left leg, rise up through the midline of your body, hug your knee in close, keep that right foot active. And then you can cradle your lower leg in your hands, either staying here or bend your knee, lower your hips, letting your ankle rest on that left thigh just above the knee, hands together in prayer. And again, you are in complete control here. So you decide how deep you want to go into this. Maybe you go really low, tapping your elbows onto your leg. Maybe you come up and down. Breathe, focus, smile, and when you're ready, come all the way out. Relax your arms, shake it out. Good, roll out your shoulders. Close your eyes, stand tall. Breathe. And simply notice how you're feeling. Tap into your energy. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. So check in with yourself. Why do you think the yogis way back in the day named this mountain pose? If you think about what's going on energetically here, what a mountain, the energy of a mountain, right? So it's really rooted and connected to the earth, coming from the earth. But yet it reaches and points to the sky, always reaching for the sky, right? And it unapologetically claims its space in the world. So closing your eyes, breathing deeply, tap into that mountain energy. Deep connection to the earth, very open, reaching for the sky above, confident, stable, unapologetically claiming your space in the world. What does that feel like? To know that you belong here. You have a right to be here. In your body, on this earth. Deeply connected to nature. Good. When you're ready, bring your hands together in prayer. And let's extend the legs and the arms nice and wide, coming into a 5-pointed star. And then expand in all directions and hug in toward the midline of your body. Getting some strength and stability and also a sense of lightness and expansiveness, all at the same time. And turning the left foot out now, bend that left knee toward 90 degrees, coming into a powerful warrior two. Breathing into this. If you need to, you can back off, take a break by straightening that leg, and then you can come back in. Or you can hang out here. Even if you feel the muscles twitching, they're getting stronger. All those stabilizer muscles are getting stronger. These muscles in your legs are what help to support your knee and keep the knee stable, and it just helps with everything. Your posture, your alignment, your ability to be grounded and stable, right? So you don't have a weak foundation. You're not just kind of like tripping all over the place. Really strong, powerful legs. Now straighten that left leg, bringing your right hand to your right hip, reaching forward. Imagine I'm standing there and I'm pulling your wrist forward. Then bring your hand either to your shin, your ankle, a block, or to the mat. And then rotate through the rib cage to stack that right shoulder over your left. Then you can reach that left arm up and breathe. And imagine you've got an orange between your chin and your chest. Just to give you a sense of the kind of space you should have between your chin and your chest. And then rotate and look up past your thumb. You can wrap this right arm behind your back, optionally, placing your hand on your sacrum or hooking it onto your left thigh, getting a deeper rotation through the rib cage. If you have the strength and you're feeling it today, you can extend that bottom arm. So this requires a lot of core strength. So this is entirely optional. Good. Whatever you're doing, breathe into it. And then start to slowly back out. Bend that left knee. And with active legs on a big in-breath, come all the way back up to a 5-pointed star. Let's drop the arms and roll out the shoulders. Good. Coming back into your 5-pointed star. Turn your right foot out. Bend that right knee toward 90 degrees. Breathing into this as you explore your warrior two. Just notice how you feel in this today. Are you feeling strong? Are you feeling challenged? Is it both? Are you a little bit of both of those things? Being really honest with yourself. And again, you have the option of straightening that leg and then coming back in. Or hanging out here and feeling yourself getting stronger. Good. So now let's straighten that right leg. Press your left hand, place your left hand on your left hip. And as you press the hips back, reaching forward, again, imagine I'm gently pulling on your wrist. And then placing your hand on your ankle, your shin, a block, the mat, wherever you can place your hand without having to bend your knee. So if your hand is all the way down on the floor but your knee is bent, then you're not really in triangle. So it's better to lift your hand up higher and keep that leg straight. So whatever version of this you're doing, breathing into that, rotating through the rib cage, look up, reach up. So this is another twist. Wrapping that arm behind your back, that's an option. If you're going with that option, if you did it on the other side, breathe into this. And if you want, if you've got the strength, if you're feeling it, you can extend that bottom arm, really waking up your core here. Pay attention, make sure that you're feeling up for this. And maybe you do it for a breath or two, and then maybe you slowly back out of it, whatever works for you. And then let's start to slowly unwind, bend that right knee, and with active legs on a big in-breath, come all the way back up, and 5-pointed star. Now let's drop the arms, roll out the shoulders,
And with your hands on your hips, start to draw your elbows and your shoulder blades closer together to really expand across your chest. Let your knees be soft. On your next in-breath, press the hips forward. Lift your lower ribs and start to reach up and back. Good. Exhale. And again. Exhaling. And one more time. If you want, you can bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. If you're really flexible, if you've got room behind you and you are comfortable with it, you can always bring your hands all the way back into a full back bend, but only if you know that that is something that you're comfortable with. Listen to your body. Never force anything. Okay, coming all the way back up. Press the hips back. Lengthen forward. Keep folding forward here. Bring your hands to the mat. And then walk them through your legs, reaching for the wall behind you. Good. Inhale, now walk the hands forward. Just like you're in a downward facing dog, but with wide angle legs. And let's walk the hands back in. Let's start to heel toe the feet back to hip width apart. And fold forward. Relax into ragdoll here. Releasing your arms, knees are bent. Tuck your tailbone, and as you inhale, slowly stack one vertebra on top of the other. Your head is going to be the last thing to lift. And then roll out the shoulders. Stand tall, close your eyes, and notice how you feel. Good. Let's slowly come down onto the mat. So, coming all the way down, coming up onto your sits bones. So you can have your hands behind your knees, and you can have your lower legs parallel to the ground. Keep your heart lifting. If you round here, you're going to want to round all the way back. So keep your heart lifting. Maybe you're able to extend your legs, and maybe you're able to extend your arms. Just check in with how you're feeling today, what your energy level is like. Maybe you come into the full version of this, and then you take a break, and then come back in. Until over time, maybe you're able to hang out here for a while. So just play with this. Now let's tuck the tailbone, come down into a hover, and then come all the way back up. And hover, and all the way back up. And hover, and then relax. All the way down onto your back. Take a few moments to deeply relax and let go. Good. And let's hug the knees in close. Gently rocking from side to side. And let's place the feet flat. Arms down by your sides, setting up for bridge pose, for a half bridge pose. So activating your legs here when you're ready. Inhale, lift your hips toward the sky. Letting your legs be active, letting your glutes be active, pressing your feet into the earth. Lift your hips higher and higher. And then exhale, slowly lower one vertebra at a time, all the way back down. Take a breath. Inhaling again, lifting
Maybe get a little bit higher. Maybe interlace your fingers behind your back or grab a hold of your ankles. Pressing your arms into the mat to get your hips higher and higher and higher. Exhaling, slowly lower. And you can do another half bridge, or if you're feeling it and you want to come into a full back bend, you have that option here as well. Inhaling up, pressing the heart forward. Good. Slowly lower all the way back down. And let your knees come together. Let your feet be as wide as your mat. Take a few deep breaths. Good. Now bringing your feet and your knees together, let's hug the knees in close and bring your nose toward your knees. And relax your head, neck, and shoulders, arms out wide, lifting your hips up and over to the right edge of your mat. Then draw your knees in close. And as you exhale, lower your legs to the left. Roll your head to the right. Relax and breathe here. Let that right shoulder blade relax down onto the mat. And if you're really comfortable here, you have the option of keeping your knees where they are, but straightening your legs so that your feet come up to meet your left hand. Maybe they get all the way up to your left hand. This is an option. Good. And now bending your knees on a big in-breath. Come back onto your back, placing your feet flat. Slowly scoot your hips over to the left edge of your mat. Draw your knees in close on your in-breath, and as you exhale, lower your legs to the right. Turn your head to the left. Relax. Close your eyes and breathe. And you can stay right here, or if you want more, keep your knees where they are, but straighten your legs, raising your feet up to meet your right hand, or at least to move in that direction. And do your best here. And as always, let that be enough. When you're ready, bending your knees if they're straightened. Inhale, come all the way back onto your back. Move your hips back to the center of your mat and hug your knees in close. On your next out breath, bring your nose toward your knees. And then relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Straighten and relax your legs. Let your feet be as wide as your mat, and let your feet roll out to the sides as you relax your legs all the way up into your hips. Let your arms roll out by your sides, down by your sides, palms facing up, very open and receptive. Shimmy your shoulders down away from your ears. Maybe very gently tuck them up under your ribcage, your heart, for support. And looking straight up toward the sky, feel yourself settling into Shavasana here. And then close your eyes and feel yourself going deeper. Feel yourself going deeper into relaxation with every relaxed breath you take. You can allow your breathing to relax now. Relax your feet, your toes, your ankles. Relax your shins and your calves and your knees. Soften your knees. Soften all the way up into your thighs. Relaxing your hips. Your pelvis, the muscles in and around your pelvis. Give them permission to soften and release. Feeling a deep sense of relaxation through your lower body now. Let it start to move all the way up into your spine, your lower back, your belly, the muscles along your spine, moving all the way up into your rib cage, the muscles around and between your ribs, those muscles deep along your spine. Let everything go. Feel yourself relaxing more and more. Feel this soft release making its way all the way up into your chest and upper back, into your armpits, into your shoulders. Rinsing all the way down your arms, into your wrists and hands. Even softening and relaxing your fingers. Become aware of your head resting back onto the surface beneath you, supported. Safe. And release the muscles in your neck and throat now, softening and letting go. Letting space open up in your throat chakra. Letting your communication center become clear and open. Releasing your jaw and the muscles in and around your mouth. Softening all the muscles in your face now. And relaxing your eyes and the muscles around and behind your eyes. Softening your forehead. Even relaxing your scalp. Let everything go. Give yourself permission to surrender for just a couple of minutes here. Give yourself permission to surrender. And notice how good it feels to let go. To let go of the desire to change or control or manipulate anything. Simply surrender and let go. Giving it over to life. Just for now, allowing yourself to enjoy the space that creates for you. The space in your body. The space in your heart cave. The space in your mind between your thoughts.
Noticing the space between your cells and within your cells. Give yourself permission to relax into that space between things. Give yourself permission to let go and expand. And feel your connection to life, to nature, to all that is. Recognizing that ultimately you are not this physical body. This is a very temporary vehicle for you. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for the journey that it allows. Grateful for your body. And at the same time, recognizing how very temporary it is, that you are not your body. Recognizing you're not even your thoughts. You go deeper than all of that. You are pure consciousness, pure being, pure energy. And feeling the sense of peace and comfort that comes with knowing that there's a timelessness to you. That long after you shed your body, long after your thoughts dissipate, the energy that is you lives on. And yet for now, we are in these physical bodies, sharing in this collective dream. So as you slowly bring your awareness back into your body and back into your room, bring this deep sense of love, unconditional love for yourself and for everyone else. For all of those moments when we forget the truth of who we are. Breathing love into your body and into your waking experience, your moment by moment, day by day experience. And begin to breathe deeply again. Breathing deep, energizing breaths back into your body. Breathing into your arms and into your legs, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, rolling your head gently from side to side. Take another deep, rich, full breath in. Waking up. When you're ready, lift your arms above your head into a full body stretch, stretching from your fingers all the way down into your toes. And on your next out breath, hug your knees in and slowly roll onto your side, resting here in a very comfortable fetal position. And without feeling any sense of urgency whatsoever, just allow yourself to be here now and be aware of how you feel. And whenever you're ready, slowly Push yourself back up to a seated position. And let's bring our hands together in prayer as we seal this practice with intention. So as you bow to your own heart, take a moment to let love continue to blossom and grow for you here, for yourself and for everyone else. And what would it feel like to be able to offer that love unconditionally? What would that feel like? And in recognition of that pure consciousness, pure being, pure energy that is the truth of who we are, in salute, we say, Namaste. Give me some feedback. Let me know how you're feeling. And have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, Namaste.